Hi everybody, I wanted to speak today about the concept of self-image and why it is so absolutely vital that you try and correct your own self-image. Now, I've written up an article for this and you may be able to find it on the website once I fix up the website. So let's get started. Basically, everybody possesses something called a self-image. Now, the self-image is so important as a student. And just in general, self-image is very important in health, keeping your health up to date, in your relationships, in financial world, in, just all these different facets of life. Okay, now let me tell you why I am putting all these tutorials up for free, basically. Because I know from my 7 years of experience now, I know that it doesn't matter how much theory you have. It doesn't matter what kind of information I give you. That doesn't matter. What matters is the image that you possess, okay? Is the image that you hold of yourself, because I could give you everything and yeah, it doesn't help if you don't alter your self-image. So basically, let me go through an example of where self-image is important. Now, there was a man in the past, and his name is Maxwell Maltz. Okay, he wrote a book called Psycho-Cybernetics. It sounds very crazy. It's a pretty bad title, to be honest, but it is a fantastic book. I recommend every single VCE student to read it. Basically, he was a plastic surgeon. He's died now, but he was a plastic surgeon. And he performed operations on people to get, to get them nose fixed up and to beautify themselves, okay? So he realized one kind of trait that kept on coming up. What he realized was that no matter, for some people, when he did plastic surgery, that person would be from, hiding away, ashamed of what they look like at the start. And then after surgery, they would just go off and live a normal life. Full confidence and ability to, just get out there in life and do what they wanted to do. Whereas other people, when the plastic surgeon fixed up their nose and they woke up and they started looking at themselves, no matter how many people told them that you look great or you look fantastic or whatever, they got really angry because they said to, all those people, there is no change. I still look the same way as I did. And that's when Maxwell Maltz found it really interesting. Why is it that people actually do that? Why is it that some people can, go out there and lead normal lives, whereas other people have the same type of operation and they don't see it. They don't see themselves differently, okay? And what he discovered was that every one of us possesses self-image. And most of the time, when you're a bad student, or when you're poor at a particular subject, it's not really the theory that you need to correct. It is your image of yourself, how you view yourself. Okay? What I regularly see as a tutor is the best students that I have, they never say things like, oh, I hate my teacher, or oh, I hate methods, or, they never say things like that. And that's not because they're good and therefore they haven't said it. That's because they never did say it, and so it hasn't become true for them. Okay? Whereas the more poor students, they unfortunately have a very low opinion of themselves. They sometimes say, oh, I'm going to get this answer wrong anyway. It's wrong. I know it's wrong. And I sit there going, how do you know it's wrong? You haven't even looked at the back of the book. You can't tell it's wrong. But see, what they immediately get into their mind is that they cannot be right because they are a poor student. Okay, so no matter how much I tutor these people, no matter what I do, it doesn't work. It's not effective. And ever since I've read that book, I have been completely passionate in trying to get out there to people that it's all about self-image. If you are a student that works enough and works hard enough, then there's no reason why you cannot get a 99 plus. There is absolutely no reason why you're incapable of that. The only reason you would be is if you have an altered self-image, if you don't believe in your own ability. Okay, so there was another case of Maxwell Maltz, and his book really fascinates me. It's fantastic. I, again, recommend it to all of you. There was another one where there was a businessman, and this businessman always made the same amount of money. Every year he made $5,000. This was back ages ago, so in the 20s, $5,000 was a lot. So this was his yearly salary, okay? And no matter what the company he worked for did to him, no matter if they gave him the best type of, business strategies, or no matter if they like the best types of clients or the worst types of clients, he always made $5,000 a year. And every single year, without fail, he would get sick if he made more. He would work harder if he made less, and always he would get up to that $5,000 mark, and then just the next year approached. So basically what Maxwell Maltz said in this to him is to raise his expectations, to see himself differently by meditation. And there's huge amount of different ways or different strategies of changing the self-image. But basically what Maxwell Maltz got him to do was to get him to view himself as a different type of person. Instead of a $5,000 man, he persuaded him to picture himself as a $15,000 man. And you know what? Within 1 year, the guy made so much more money than he did ever before. So my point here today is, don't view yourself as a C+ student. Do not try and identify yourself with what type of mark you got, okay? See yourself and feel like you're a good student. Feel yourself and know that you're capable of achieving so much. And I'm sure that over time, you'll start getting more and more confident in your schooling, and you'll really enjoy this process. You'll see that result dramatically increasing. Now, if you look through the internet and buy Maxwell Maltz's book, I truly recommend that you read this. It is fantastic, and it will not only help you in VCE, it will help you in every single point of your life, I believe, of your life. I still read it. I've read it like 10 times, okay? And it's really helped me. So I suggest that you go out there, in the bookshop, it's like $14, but it's worth it, every cent. Okay, so I hope you learned something today, and yeah, just have a look through all the videos that I've provided, and just comment if you want me to make other videos. All right, see you.